Hi, I'm Bo Wallace. I'm head of gunsmithing and technical support here at XS Sight Systems, and I'm here to show you how to install your XS products. To install XS sights on a Glock handgun, the first thing you want to do is to unload or verify the unloaded condition of the pistol. Remove the magazine and lock the slide to the rear. Then both visually and physically check that there are no rounds present. Let the slide go forward and press the trigger to release the firing mechanism. The slide is then retracted a small amount and the slide lock lever is pulled down, allowing the slide to run forward off the frame, which is then set aside. Carefully remove the recoil spring and the barrel and set them aside. The sight kit includes the front sight with its hex screw, the rear sight with its 2 set screws, the installation tool, which has on one end the hex driver for the front sight installation and on the other end the Allen wrench for the rear sight installation, a non-marring Delrin drift punch, and a tube of red thread locking liquid. Next, take the instructions. Completely read through the instructions, including the special Glock installation instructions. If you have any questions, please give us a call. The first thing we will need to do is to remove the front sight. This is the bottom of the front sight, and using a flat-bladed screwdriver, we'll punch it out through the top of the slide. Degrease the slide both on the inside and along the top, and allow the degreaser to completely dry. Using the supplied hex wrench, unscrew the attachment screw from the bottom of the sight. Degrease both of these and allow the degreaser to completely dry before proceeding. If you fail to do that, it can attack the red thread locking compound, which may not set to full strength. Next, we want to test the fit of the sight in the slide, making sure that it slips in easily and that the tab at the bottom of the sight does not stick above the inside of the slide. Once we are sure of the fit, we will apply a drop of the red thread locking compound onto the bottom of the sight and a drop onto the threads. Place the sight onto the slide, pick up the attachment screw, and place a drop of the compound onto the threads. Carefully holding the sight onto the slide, turn it upside down and install the screw. The hex screw does not need to be heavily torqued down. It can be tightened completely using only your thumb and forefinger. Now, before proceeding, look at how the sight sits on the slide to make sure that it is not sitting off at an angle. If it is angled, loosen the hex screw just a little and twist the sight until the sight is straight. Retighten, making sure the sight still remains straight. Any excess thread locking compound may be wiped off using a Q-tip. Allow 2 hours for the red thread locking compound to dry before shooting. To install the rear sight, using the supplied no-mar punch and a small hammer, tap the rear sights from its dovetail slot. Next, check the new rear sight to ensure that the 2 set screws are completely flush. If they are not flush, make them so using the Allen wrench portion of the tool. If you do not, you can scar the finish of your slide. Now try the fit of the sight into the dovetail. If it does not slide in easily, using only finger pressure, remove it and using a file or emery paper, remove material evenly across the bottom of the sight until it does. This may take several attempts before it fits. Do not rush the work, but work slowly and carefully. Once the sight will slide most of the way into the dovetail, it can be tapped into place. With the sight centered in the dovetail, you can lightly tighten the set screws. Do not over-tighten these screws. Their sole purpose is to hold the sight in place while we apply the red thread-locking compound in several big blobs around the sight body. This compound is what really holds the sight in place. You will notice we do not apply any compound to the screws themselves. This allows you to loosen them if you need to adjust the sight position. Application of this compound is required because the Glock dovetail is cut in an hourglass configuration, and it is smallest in the middle. If you simply try and drive the sight into place, you will crush the tritium vial, which will no longer glow. After a few minutes have passed, the excess compound may be wiped off using a Q-tip and the pistol reassembled. Allow 2 hours for the compound to cure before shooting. That completes the installation of these XS products. If you have any questions, please give me a call on our toll-free number 1-888-744-4880 Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. We'll be happy to answer your questions.